What's up, everybody? It's Papa Bale. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so what we have in here, I got a transistor tester. Here we go. And let's test this one out. Test in progress. So, looks like, I can't really read that. It says first number is 71, next number is 672, and V is 542 millivolts. Alright, so I guess it works. That's pretty much what we wanted to find out. One circuit down. Alright, so we're moving right over here. Here we go. Let's just measure it right in my hand like this. I hate these little things too. It's really problem for me to do right now. So difficult. There we go. Got it. Sweet. I can't think to move my arms right now. My hands, they're just slow. They're not doing what I tell them to do. Alright, test in progress. Alright, it's close. It's really close to the same. It's not quite the same, even though it's the same transistor. I guess this is what Mike does meant when he said they need to match. These do not match. But they're comparable. They're really close. Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Alright, let's switch out what's in there right now. For the one we just tested. And alright, I'm just going to be straightforward. The switch on this SSG GEN MODE combo is stuck. And I am not quite sure which position it's stuck in. I'm hoping it's in GEN MODE, because then it'll be more equal. But I forgot which way is GEN MODE. I haven't used the circuit in a long time with the switch on it. So I'm hoping that everything will level out. Now I just did this circuit with my own brand of circuitry. It worked pretty well. But I want to see if the SSG GEN MODE can beat it. It was going pretty slow too. Hello, hello. Are we? Yeah, nice. Alright. So the transistors are in. I guess we'll put the wires of the coils in next. Alright. 26 and 30 gauge coils. Now I do want to set up a back EMF harvesting diode on both the trigger and the drive of both coils. So that's 4 diodes altogether. How about the heat? Ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful day it's been. Alright, we got our drive strand secure. Enter the trigger. That knows. So now we're setting up the trigger for this coil, and then this is where it starts to get interesting. I mean, it is a pre-made SSG from K Energy Store. Of course, getting in there and it's the wrong one, slot. Alright. Got it. Nice. Alright, we're all hooked up over here. We just need to designate our output and our input. But I'm gonna plug in the other one over here real quick. close with glasses, so I gotta like, you know, do the old man reading the newspaper with his glasses kind of thing. Alright, drive strand is in. It's I guess it's called a Bedini bounce. So I'm using 2 bifilar coils at 90 degrees. And then I'm using 2 neodymium magnets at 180 degrees on the rotor. And it's a relay without a relay. And currently I'm using 2 SSGs to do this with Gen mode. No, I've never been to Radio Shack, dude. Not even when it was a thing. Way too expensive. My brother worked there, though. Oh, that's a shame. It's a damn shame. I've got to hook up the trigger. Wow, these ends are a little short. Yay, it worked. Alright, sweet. Both coils are hooked up. Now let me get some clips. We can hook the batteries up now. Oh, man, lucky. That's awesome. How'd you do that? What'd you sign up to get free batteries from Radio Shack, man? That's awesome. Not me. And I really don't give a beep, 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 beep. No, I appreciate the economy. I do. It sucks right now. It's really bad. It's all about like nationalism right now. It's not about, you know, the economy. All right, so we're gonna hook up the output of this SSG. That battery over there. All right. I'm gonna clip it in. This is where you really find out, you know. You try to clip it, if it sparks up, you can get something wrong. Alright. One output is hooked up. Because, like I said, Radio Shack is expensive. It's like I got free batteries from Radio Shack. Dude. Yeah, it could be any more difficult. No, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Bad answer to that question. Alright, so this is going to go here. This battery and then this one is going to put to this. This is real simple because like half the circuit is already done. Thank you very much, Kevin from K Energy Rod Store. Hello. Hello, hello. Hopefully this will all go smoothly. Smoothly. I actually haven't hooked it up like this yet. I am thinking that it is going to go smooth or I wouldn't be doing it. But if we do have a problem, I will insert the cap banks and that'll solve the problem. But right now we're trying to do it without capacitance. So now I'm hooking up the drive. Okay. Here, let's get our multimeter up. We got our first spark. And that, see that? I don't know about that. It wasn't a big spark, so we might be able to still go forward. Without the capacitance. The cap bank solves everything. Okay. So let me see, because the negative isn't hooked up yet. That side. This side too, if possible. One. I think I should start it before I hook the other one up. What do you think? Because the one with the sparks on it is still... Oh, we need to get clicks for the multimeter. Oh my goodness. I think it's going to let us do it. There might be something wrong with my SSGs. I mean, seriously. I know the switch is broken on one of them. But I can easily do this a 100% different way. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's, maybe it is. This is gen mode. Maybe it is working. Gen mode, I know runs slower, but it doesn't look like it's running, does it? I don't know why it's not working, but well, I do know why it's not working. I do. Totally forgot about it. Ooh-wee. All right. It's hot. That's probably what it is. I'm losing track of stuff. So what's going on here is that the circuit is not completed because I didn't put the resistor in. And I'm too hot to be messing with pots. I'm not messing with pots. My hands are sweaty as hell. I'm not messing with pots. I'm just not going to do that right now. Yeah, there it is. That'll be the second time I lost my screwdriver. Alright, let's, disconnect the power. I'm going to put 230 ohms in. Yeah, I've gotten this to run and work well without a pot. I like pots, kind of, when they work right. I like them. But, you know, all in all, it's just another piece of electronics that can break easily. But then again, they're not that easy to break easily. Alright, so that one's in. This one. Whew, man, I am sweating bullets. Thanks, Jason. Thank you. Cool, nothing's touching. Oh, I didn't unplug that one. It started up on its own. Haha. My bad. God, I hope that transistor's alright. Alright, let's get this back on here. Yay! Right. And it works. So usually the resistance is in there already and I just leave it alone. But I've been swapping a lot of things lately. We're doing a lot of different things. So it got displaced, but it's there now. It's actually the original resistors that came with the 2 circuits that I bought the first time. They're a little scorched. I mean, they've been around for a while. So this is SSG GEN MODE Bedini Bounce. Mike does. Gotta give him props for the idea. You know, it's just, it requires a lot of tweaking. You know, once you get it made, and this is just the foundation. And all it is a relay. In order to get it to go up, I'm wagering you would have to localize the BEMF and channel it into the battery somehow. In order to do that, I have cap banks. So each one of these coils, there's 4 coils there altogether. There's 2 triggers and 2 drives. Each one of those coils is going to get a diode that will collect the back spike and funnel it into the cap bank, and from the cap bank into the battery. And it's doing pretty good without the BEMF. It's not doing great, but it's doing all right. But it's not going up. And I don't think these things really do go up, but you're going to always try, right? We're at 12 volts, 06 on both batteries right now. So they're very equal in their capacitance and level and everything else. So what's going on here is that, so if you look at the coil that we're looking at here is this side, and this coil is this side. So this side's output is going to this side, and this side's output is going to that side, and then the drive is the designated side. So basically, every time this one gens, it charges this battery. Every time this one gens, it charges this battery. And you got to swap them like that, because I don't think batteries, you know, spend and charge at the same time. They got to be different times. You got to space them out. And that's why this setup works so well. Because when you got the 180 magnets, this one's hitting and this one's off. When they're 180 this way, this one's hitting and this one's off. So when you have the on-off scenario, you get a good relay. Oh man. that does move a little bit faster than my circuit, the one that I was using before. So far the gen and the spend is about the same, but and the cleanliness, man, there's like 20 more wires that go with my setup, and that's because half of what I do with the wires and stuff is all done in the SSG circuit already. So I mean, it cleans up the area a lot. But once I utilize the BEMF, I think we're going to get, if I can even do that with the SSG circuit, the part of it that isn't done already, is what I'm saying. Because I think, honestly, the way it's set up is that these diodes that are in the circuit actually create that closed loop to get at the BEMF and send it the output. I think it's already done, but I might do it again just for, see if I can. So far, all the transistors that I've tested with the tester are functional. And that's awesome, because, that means there was either a bad connection or a faulty clip. It wasn't the transistor, which is good, man. I mean, I got tons of the ones that I can use, like, lying around, and I just want to gather them all up and put them in a little plastic container, save them for later. I thought they were wrecked, but they're not. So this one's going down at 12.05, this one's still at 12.06. And then there's like, which one is this? Let's look. Okay, this one is this battery, which is being charged by this SSG. Okay, so this SSG is this number right here, the output. And that one, the new one without the switch, is this one. I think they're genning equally, rather the same amount. I think it's gen mode all the way. At least I hope it is. Yeah, the switch, man. I think it's in gen mode right now. I really do. It's to the right. If anybody has one of these circuits, the switch is to the right. I'm thinking that's gen mode. Transistors on the circuit right now. They're a little bit better than the Toshiba ones that I've been getting, and they do work hand in hand with one another. Yeah, you gotta. I asked my chat, like, what's the pinout for the transistor, and they said it was not the right ones. So, there's a handful. If you haven't gotten an ill answer from your chat yet, then you're not asking the right questions. It's got to be a very specific question about a data sheet or something like that, Okay, now they're both going to 12.05, relatively soon from here. cool though, man. I think it's all right. I mean, the most we can do, and I will do that. I'm just not going to do it right now. It's too freaking hot. I got 2 fans going on, sweating bullets. So I'm not hooking up the pot right now. Because I gotta find one. I'll start looking for this stuff right now. Maybe be able to hook it up to the beginning. But that would be great, man. Just to have it. Well, I'm gonna do the back EMF first. Alright, so let's get that done. Now I got the little N400 settings. These little diodes here are best for this because they switch quickly. And why do I feel like this is done already? Alright, so you hook it up parallel with the coil. That's not going to work. So, scratch that idea. That's way too close quarters for that to even be a possibility. Huh. Moving pretty good for being off, but then it's definitely off. Huh. So I'm going to take it for granted that there's double diode in the coils already for the output of the SSG circuit. Doing that, just seeing there's nowhere to do it. So what do we do now? I mean, we use tri-fiber coils to gather more BEMF, or are we just stuck here waiting for the pot? But you could imagine like setting up the BEMF and the circuit itself, and then the charge circuit on top of that. How many wires were on the table? Could you just imagine? But then you get this SSG circuit, and it takes like 60% of those wires away. So you got the BEMF already in there. You got the transistor hooked up. You got the resistance. yeah, man, it's like just good. The coils are 26 gauge and 30 gauge. So maybe we need more resistance or less resistance, maybe. I don't know. We need to hook up a pot to tell, I think. So I have to get extenders so that I can clip the pot to the circuit. I'm just looking for extenders. Like right here, like I like using 20 gauge. Because it's a nice conduit, you know. See, I use this and some double pole, double throw relays to run a relay. And I just start shedding skin basically. But I don't need all this. Not for what I'm doing. Man, it's clips, my sweaty hands. It's like, wow. It's working with, I'm trying to find motor with greasy hands, man. Yeah, just putting copper. smoke. Holy smoke. Stop. Okay, one down. I don't have another one like that, but I got a 10-turn pot. That we can hook up. Yeah, a little ahead of myself here. With the extensions, I gotta find 2 wires just lying around here. Hard to do. Here we go. I got 2 here. I think I'm gonna do it this side. Now, I got a 10-turn pot over here and a 3/4 turn pot over here, but they're both 1,000 ohms. So we'll do the best we can. Because these pots, the little blue pots, they like to be hooked up professionally. They don't like the clips at all. You can hook them up with clips, that's what I'm going to do, but they don't like it. If they had emotions, they'd be like, hell no, they ain't happening. Come on, man. Way too hot for this BS. Let's go. My air conditioning is on. Fuck you. Sorry. Alright. Got it. It was incredibly too hard to do. Just because it's hot, it's sticky and uncomfortable, and I don't like it. But I live in Michigan. But it's hot right now. second. I'm gonna adjust the fans. Alright. Should help a little bit. Woo, 2 bots hooked up. Let's see what we can do. So, it's not even that it's hot, it's like sticky. Ugh, I don't like it. Ugh. Alright. Anticipation. Here we go. So I think and there's no way for me to tell exactly how much resistance is on these things. That just went up to 2.07. That one just went up. Tightening up that one a little bit more. I think I'm adding resistance right now to that one. The wheel is slowing down, so I do take it that I'm adding resistance to both the trigger and the drive strand. because of the way the SSG circuit is hooked up, you get the resistance on both strands. I think it's really neat. I think it's awesome that all that stuff's done for you already. So, hands up, hats off to KEnergy.store for making it easy for people. Appreciate you. Not like that's a bad thing. I don't think making it easy is a bad thing. This has helped me out tremendously. So, and then I actually get to look and see how it's built. You know, I get one that I can actually reverse engineer without taking it apart, kind of. Yeah, and the shirt is going in the washing machine post-shower. Definitely. It's very hot today. So I'm thinking there's right around 500, 600 resistance on both right now. That's great though. This one was at 06 and now it's at 07 and it's maintaining 07 without doing that 06, 07 thing. So I think this one's actually going up, or it was when I may go back down. But it is, it was going up. That's awesome. Because both of these batteries are spending right now. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how much, you know, or how, I don't know, I don't think it would cost much to run this particular setup. But I can tell that the way that it's set up allows for charging to happen, even though both batteries are being used quasi-simultaneously. There's definitely some switching going on though. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in on the multimeters. Nope, it's not going to let me get in far enough. I got pretty close. I'm just going to move it up like that and then do it. So we're at 07 on the left and 06 on the right. And this is pretty much all I'm doing. Now that I got it set up, I'm just going to watch it for a minute. So we got the simultaneous batteries, simultaneous charging. The question is, are we spending or charging more? And usually you're spending more. That's what it is. Usually that's what you're doing, is spending more. But we've got the Bedini SSG GEN mode working for us right now, and we'll see what happens. I'm thinking it's going to go down at a very delicate pace. It might go up. That'll be a first for me if I actually put something together that'll go up. At least one of them will go up, I hope. Because that would be the staple of the SSGs. If there's a charge battery and a drive battery, or primary. And I mean, even after all this and the separation and the two circuits, and it still ends up that way, I mean, that would be, you know, something else. That would mean that there's a law there. There's a freaking law. I mean, if it transcends the fact that these are two separate circuits completely. I mean, I don't even think these coils are close enough to each other for the EMF to affect each other. They're not. They're too small. It's not happening. For it to be, I mean, it might be happening on some sort of invisible level, but as for what counts, it's not happening. I'm talking about the wave or the field that's coming off of this coil is not touching this coil. I mean, those fields might be interacting, but the fields from this coil are not affecting this coil. What I'm trying to tell you is that there's two completely separate circuits there, even though they're on the same wheel. And if they were to arrange themselves in such a way that it would, you know, be a Bedini SSG with a charge battery and there it went up again, it's going up. This is going up. This one's going up, man. I'm freaking happy with that. That's awesome. But is it like what we're just talking about right now? Is this one going to start going down? And this one's going to go up? Even though they're two totally separate circuits, the only thing that's connecting them is the output. And it's not really connecting the circuits, it's connecting the batteries. But at the terminals, everything's connected. If you get what I'm saying. So there is a slight connection between the two. Because I swapped the... Oh man, that's so exciting, dude. That one's going up. If that says 7, then we win. That's it. It's over. Then we won. But I have a feeling that's going to say 5. Oh, come on. Come on. You want to see Papa Bale do a cartwheel and a front flip? Change that 6 to a 7. The back flip's too easy. Gotta do the front flip. Man, that's so cool. That means at least that gen mode is beating what that one takes to spin. So if that makes sense, this circuit's gen mode is generating more than this coil and circuit is spending. Looks pretty even on the other side though. Moment will tell. Maybe I should put a little bit more resistance on that. The next best thing is that does not go down and does not meet 1206 for the duration of the experiment. That's the next best thing. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. But I'm so glad that went up on live stream, man. That is freaking phenomenal. I don't know if anybody else has been running the relays and having them both charged, but that's a relay with one charger so far. We get evidence, man. I'm gonna flip. I swear. I swear I'll do a flip for you. Yeah, man. Accuse me of cheating, and I'm gonna knock your two front teeth out. There's no way, man. I mean, this is it. This is the real deal right here. Two SSG Gen Mode circuits running a 180. Oh, it went down. It's going down. Shoot. Yep. 05. I wonder why it's doing that. It's got to be an imbalance in the circuits or in the transistors. Could be an imbalance in the coils. There's definitely an imbalance somewhere going. So it's stacking up to be like just a normal SSG circuit. But when I run my my circuits, my effing style, yeah, both amp draws are equal. Everything's the same. So I might set that up, even though we got some charging going on here. There's an imbalance in the two circuits. So I just reset the pot and I got it to about mid-range, about 500 ohms. Turned it all the way off. It flipped to 6 for a second, but then it's definitely on a decline with the pot included. So it's not the resistance, unless the pot isn't working, of course. I got an idea. I have a great idea, actually. Keep on saying it's right around 500, right? So I'm going to let those rebound for a second. We are keeping our eye on the multimeters. We are running a relay. Alright, we'll take one of these bad boys and put it where the pot will go. Alright, so just in case that pot isn't working or functioning properly, let's see if I can't plug it. See, now it won't even let me plug it back in. Let's see. Alright. Well, it might be these things. Some extra wires. Just gonna plug the resistor in the slot there and see if it helps. Right now it's rejecting what I've built, and it's all because I changed the pot. See, I don't like that. That removes sovereignty, and I don't like it. Shoot. Why? Why is it doing that? I don't know. Yeah, no. the resistor in. It's 460. What the? Alright, I guess I'm going to restart the clipping process. Obviously something's not right with the order, but there's just one thing I'm not going to do.
There we go.
Man. So I guess we do want to. I figured it out. It was a cross wire, and I figured out what it was. Hey. Ooh, man. Oh. Man. So I guess start it up. Yeah, man, I don't appreciate that. What's going on with this? Man, we just had it going. How's the problem now? No, because if that's the problem, I quit. That's ridiculous. This one's running fine with a resistor and not a pot. It's running just fine without a pot. It's not the pot. There's something going on. Might be the circuit. Yeah, something's not right with that. Yeah, it's a bummer. I was planning on, yeah. Oh. I truly have no idea what just happened. Oh. Now watch this. No, I don't like how it was just, it worked, and I don't like that. That's too much sensitivity for me. It's what I'm doing is too complicated for the simplicity and awesomeness of the circuit. And no, you do not connect a connection to a battery that is sparking like that. You do not hook it up. done it before, and you just don't do it. Unless you want to be choking on smoke. That's a short. That's what that is. That's a short, and you're going to have smoke, if not fire. That's great if you have a circuit that's designed to short, but not like that. That's a fire waiting to happen. These circuits run very well on their own. With a primary and a charged battery, I was just experimenting. I spent nearly a half an hour trying to reconnect everything, and something wasn't right. Something was wrong. Because it worked. It worked. I stopped it to change something, and it never worked again. Didn't want to be hooked up. Okay, so with that being said, we'll start from the top. Okay. See, the cool thing with these coils is that you can use either strand for the trigger or the drive, because it's 30 and 26. Either way it'll work. It's in my head. It's a catchy tune. Alright, so we are very near having our first circuit set up. I'm going to make sure that it's working. I actually haven't seen the movie Robin Hood in like 25 years. Surprised they're like getting in the memory banks right now. Working. Alright. So I need to get some clips for the capacitor for the battery. So we have a cap parallel on this battery. Need to get a cap for the other battery. nice strong clip for this. One, and it's going to wobble around. So we put the diode on this clip. And then we put a reverse diode on this one. That's good. So we'll do all this stuff up. Put this right here. Okay. Alright, so if that's going to be the drive gen for that circuit, then this one has to be the drive for that circuit. So we'll look at the gens first. And they'll be simultaneous or in a line, and then batteries, primaries will swap. I've been using a lot more heat sinks, but I don't have any screws that fit the heat sinks, so I'm screwed. Oh, there it is. Cool. And then we got to hook up the BEMF connections individually. Right now we're just hooking up. Okay, I found what I was looking for. Good deal. Do that one later. Base. Base. That's what I was doing. Light bulb. Kind of here. I'm going to use that light bulb. Another one laying around. Yep, there it is. Sweet. Okay. So I got 120 watt, volts halogen light bulb with thick filament, filament. So get the light bulb kicking. capacitor came for the batteries. Look it up parallel. Gotta make sure those don't touch, because then you got your collector and your emitter together, and that's not, I don't need to explain that, that's bad. Not bad, I'm getting myself. Alright, we're almost there though, truly. Alright, so we got our generator hooked up. We need to get it grounded. So it's got to be grounded. Wait. What did I do for the negative on the other side? If there's a diode, I gotta put a diode in there. A reverse diode in there. Yeah. Okay, there's no diode. That's good. Good, we're not in contact. We just need the ground for the drive. In case I got something. Alright, I'll hook the negative up. We'll do it back and forth. Just for right now. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't have any resistance on it. So trigger is going to get 230. And 230 felt very well. There it is. Okay. We're putting 230 on the trigger. And we'll put like 2 on the drive. 3.3 on the drive. Resistors. For the drive, these are 3.3 ohms. I'm putting these just between the battery and the coil. See? Why is that doing Knew it. Yeah. I need a sturdy clip. See, it's this right here. If that clip isn't like tight, man, it'll slip and slide. Wow. That might be too much resistance on 3.3 might be too much. Wow, that doesn't want to work, does it? See, and I do this. Sometimes it's really, really good. Sometimes it's a learning process. Yeah, and that's cool and fine and dandy for all you guys who like to play Dungeons and Dragons on paper. That's cool. I appreciate that, but I like to play on the computer. So, all right. What I mean is, I like to get my hands dirty. That's what I'm saying. All right. That. And I was never taught like how to do that. I learned by asking questions from the ground up. That's how I learned, from the ground up. I didn't start by looking at a schematic, learning how to read those. That would have been different if I would have learned that first or along the way. I just don't get it. I mean, I can draw a picture well enough that kind of looks like a schematic, but it's not. There's like symbols and stuff. It's a whole other language that I'm learning, but it's slow. It's slow going. So no, I didn't read a schematic to put this together. I just, a little bit of know-how from a few good friends, and that's all it took. But of course it's not working right now, so go figure. Alright, we are hooked up. Let's see what happens. Oh! Jiminy! That's what the freaking problem is. Now that just makes sense. Remember how I told you we had to swap the power inputs? I got the power of this one going in this one instead of having going in the other one, right? Sure did. Okay. Let's see if that works. I'm getting delirious, so I hope I hooked that up right. Wow, that sucked a lot of power out. Wow, that's rapid flux. Man, what's wrong with this thing? Oh, that makes sense. Alright, so it's working, but it's like not working well. Wonder what to do. Let's try this. I'm gonna put 460 ohms on it. Just on the trigger. $460 ohms going in. Here we go. What's up? I'm back.
Special delivery. I'll put this over here, or actually, I'll put it back here.
Special delivery. I'm back. My phone died and I'm back.
I got some kids on this one. Maybe some fun.
Sweet. Refresh that.
Refresh.
Refresh. Yay. All right. Not quite done yet. Alright, so people have been saying IEDs.
Or no, that was a flash. Oh, incendiary, that one.
Yeah. I mean, if you do it wrong, it can get really, really hot. Like if you're trying to force something that isn't supposed to happen, it'll get really, really hot. And you'll get a lot of smoke. It won't happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't try and force it, or you're gonna burn your house down. Unless you're working on cement. Working on cement, do whatever you want. It's not up to me, so either way. Oh, sweet, we got one already. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna like this clip. See if we can get a better clip. We already have a better clip. Oh. Very tight on there. That much. Bingo. Oh, sorry if you can't hear me. My fans are not going to be turned off. I wish I could turn them off for you.
It's hot. That 90 degrees is also the temp in the house.
In the house.
AC on.
With the AC on. So it's like, no, sorry.
3,000 views.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm. Oh. So this is the diode that I'm hooking up to Gen with. It's coming off the collector to the battery. those who were here before, I did not see any of your texts. I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but I can't read them when I'm doing this, so. I'll get to them as soon as I can. I wish I could live feed with you guys, but it's just my phone won't do it. I mean, I thought I had it all hooked up today, and then it ran out of batteries. Juice.
Alright, what kind of question?
I don't know. Right. I would want to know about coils. So I would ask the question, what do you think the right coil size is? That would be my question.
Yeah, I wish they could do it. I wish it would be done. Yeah. But we can give them 4 options to choose from.
Okay.
So one gauge.
Another like do this, do small. Have the combinations be small with large gauge, small with small gauge, large with large gauge, or large with small gauge. That's 4 right there.
Alright. Small and large. That's small.
Yeah, small, large, small, large. That might be what the problem is. I'm probably grounding something that I shouldn't. There it goes. Yeah. All right. Now let's see if it's spending. It's spending like crazy. There we go. Yes. See, and there it is without SSG. And it's working.
Nice.
I got it right this time. I just added one too many ground connections. That's 460 ohms on the trigger for that. That's great. Wow, that is going really fast. How about? Yay for success. That's awesome.
Yay.
It's got some torque to it too, because it's got 2 coils instead of 1. But it's pulse motor torque of that size. So, yeah, whatever. That is gold right there, man. Woo! And we're still at 1204. So that obviously is showing that this is working the way it's supposed to. We don't have any negative for the the generator. All we have is a clip connected to the collector and then connected to the positive terminal of the battery. There's nothing grounding that circuit. I don't think it needs it, obviously. Oh man, whew. That is going pretty fast compared to all the other attempts we just made. Man, that is going. I'm happy. Woohoo!
It was fun.
Yep.
Juice.
1204. Oh, we got a 1203. We got somebody trying to go 1203. It's alright though. That's a pretty good rate of charge. Those are tiny coils, so I wasn't expecting a big win. You know, that wasn't what I was expecting at all. What I was expecting is exactly what's happening. A very slow descent in voltage on both batteries. Last time with the SSGs, we actually got one to charge, while the other one declined. No, I think, but maybe the problem, and I'm not entirely certain they look equal, but this coil might be a little bit bigger than this one. By like 180 turns. I think I remember something like that happening. But yeah, there it is. And it's working. If you know what to expect, this is working. Working very well. Now, I've always had a dream that I could get it better, because this is not Bedini SSG circuitry. This is, as you can see, what I do. It's got clips, it's got extensions, it doesn't have a Zener diode. You know, there's lots of resistance lacking in this circuit. You know, and it's just a fundamental base, a foundation that I can extend and grow on. B Beat has definitely got like these plastic elongators for his stuff, so he can clip more stuff to them, and then he can clip them in series and all this stuff. It's great stuff. I want to get my hands on some of that stuff. The connectors that you use, Beat. I want some of those for this. Because I haven't hooked up any of the Beat EMF yet. None of that's hooked up. So, you know, I need more clips, and I need, or, you know, I need those connector things. They're not terminal blocks. They're made out of plastic, and they're like clear. But, yeah, those are cool. When I tested the transistors, they're good. The transistors are working. So yeah, I got myself a nice little tester for the transistors, for all of the components really, and test everything. It'll tell you what it is, it'll tell you how to hook it up basically, and it'll tell you, you know, its thresholds. For resistors, transistors, capacitors, all that stuff, you can test it with that thing. Make sure it's working properly. Alright, well, we got it done. Both ways, with SSG and without, and it worked both ways. Really cool, man. So thank you very much. Peace out. Have a wonderful night. Please subscribe. Bye now. Thanks for coming back. Thanks, Yanni. Really appreciate it. Your input is valued. Thank you.